know me.
I got you.
You act like I'm running around here with my gun toting or weed smoking. So I'm the one that hired you. I'm bringing you on. Are you crazy? Yes, absolutely. On your camera, I put you on.
And this dude lost his damn mind. I just don't even know what to say anymore. Here we go again, another politician thinking that they are above the law.
It is truly not funny that all the corruption seems to be coming from one political party, talking about the Democrats. And seemingly, it is all coming from one demographic that are always hollering equity and reparations. Breaking the law is not the definition of equity and reparations. Play the clip.
Developments in the story that has been unfolding all day. Boston City Councilor Tanya Fernandez-Anderson leaving federal court in Boston this afternoon after pleading not guilty to corruption charges. She was arrested before dawn this morning. News Center 5 had the only camera there as the FBI took her into custody at her home. She was accused of taking thousands of dollars in city money in a kickback scheme.
It is interesting to me that now that Trump has been elected, the FBI seems to be trying to do their job in a nonpartisan manner. But don't be fooled, American people. The deep state has its own agenda, and equal justice is not on that list. Democrats. Well, add Tania to the long list of Democrats and wokesters that have been corrupted and busted. Follow the money trail. You guys cannot make any more excuses for this, man. Jesus Christ.
Rules for thee, but not for me. That's what seems to be what the trend is. Here we go again. Yes, you guessed it. I don't even have to say it. It's probably a Democratic politician. Yeah, and guess what? Throughout this whole video, I'm going to play you different things that I've reported on, flashback videos that I'd reported on of different Democratic politicians that think that they're above the law and pay no consequences or any type of responsibility or accountability for breaking the law.
He's got the nerve to say it's political persecution. Boy, they really hate it when they get caught. Play the clip.
I am not guilty. And so I will not proceed as a guilty man. I will continue to handle the business of the city of Jackson.
Mississippi Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba has pleaded guilty to charges of a bribery scheme, saying he will, quote, continue to handle the business of the city. The case has also led to indictments of former City Council President Aaron Banks, City Council member Angelique Lee, and District Attorney Jody Owens. Lee resigned from her city council seat and pleaded guilty to the conspiracy to commit bribery charge against her. The case alleges all parties helped developers get approval for a possible hotel project near the city's convention center. Undercover FBI employees posing as developers from Nashville, Tennessee, were in contact with the Mississippi officials trying to build the hotel. From such intel, Owens is alleged to have sparked bribery payments with Lumumba, Banks, and Lee.
Boy, the Democrats are on a roll. Sorry, buddy. You took the checks, you deposited them, you got caught fair and square. Follow the money trail and the recordings do not lie. Something tells me that a lot of the left-wing policies are about to be trashed, and DEI is one of them. Time for the nation to go back to quality, not quantity. Suddenly, the FBI has something more to do other than bothering parents at a school board meeting. Well, another surprising news story on another unhinged Democrat. Play the clip.
Minnesota State Senator and former broadcast meteorologist had been arrested in the city of Detroit Lakes. 49-year-old Democratic Senator Nicole Mitchell of Woodbury was being held Monday in the Becker County Jail on suspicion of first-degree burglary. Detroit Lakes Police Chief Steve Todd says formal charges are still pending. Mitchell's arrest comes at an awkward time for Senate Democrats who hold just a one-seat majority with 4 weeks left in the legislative session. Her absence would make it difficult to pass any legislation that lacks bipartisan support.
The Democrats have found yet another way to rip off the taxpayers. I mean, I get it. She's a Dem, and that should say a lot about her mental fitness. But it only drives one to wonder, what would compel a 49-year-old woman who is a sitting state senate to break into someone's house in all black with gloves on? You can't make this shit up.
So I'll play that all throughout the whole video as I go into my reaction of this New Jersey city councilman. We got Theodore Holloway out of New Jersey. Just the title alone. You know who I am, right? council member in body cam berates cops for pulling him over. Man, I wish I could tell you can make this shit up, but you can't. I'm going to play the video, and I'm going to give you guys my commentary as I go through the video. I do want to make mine slightly a bit different. I'm sure other people have reacted to this, which is what I said earlier in the video, that throughout this video, I'm going to show you guys different videos of politicians on the Democratic side. I may even throw a Republican in there. Who knows?
Wow, what an update. Another power-hungry elective, Amy DeGuise, Democratic councilwoman that plows over people. She claims that she felt horrible about the situation and wants to continue to deal with the issue in private. Well, Amy, you are a public servant in a public place on a public road and hit a man publicly. You can deal with it publicly. Play the clip. You can't make this shit up.
When the traffic court is finished, I will have more to say, and I can address outstanding concerns and questions. And in the meantime, I'm not resigning.
Make sure you pause and read. According to New Jersey statute, the driver of any vehicle knowingly involved in an accident resulting in injury or death of any person shall immediately stop the vehicle at the scene. Regardless of who had the right of way, she had an obligation to stop, and that obligation is imposed by the law. Her decision to flee the scene is even more of an egregious act and answers all concerning questions about her moral ethics and ability to lead a community that is built on law. She knows she need to resign.
That think that they're above the law, and I think that is just wrong. We shouldn't have a two-tier justice system. Because I'm a politician or I'm at this particular level or I'm an elitist, I don't have to suffer the same consequences. But this guy gives us a prime example of how most politicians, most people that are in positions of power, how they think and how they feel that they shouldn't have to be treated the same as common people in Mr. Theodore Holloway's words. Theodore Holloway. If you listen, he already going in.
Oh man, what's going on? Why you acting this way?
You can't be serious. And what did you pull me for?
Why you acting that? Why you acting that like
I want to
that?
know what exactly are you getting behind me
Stop
for?
sign.
This is the typical behavior of just black folks in general. What you get behind me for? Man, you broke the damn law.
You stop at a stop sign.
I did stop as much as I can stop.
Look, I know he ain't just say that. I'm gonna rewind that back. Did he just say I did stop as much as that I can? Something like that? What?
I did stop as much as I can stop.
You didn't stop at all. You rolled through that joint.
This fool said I did stop as much as I can. What the hell?
Are you serious, cuz?
I am serious.
Do whatever you gotta do. What do you need?
I got you. Just let me see your license, man.
God, Jesus Christ. What do you need? Don't think I ain't gonna talk to Gary about this.
What I gotta do anything?
It's got a lot to do with it. But I'm going home. You know me.
I got you. I know you.
Like I'm running around.
It don't matter who you are, dude. I mean, you know what I mean? It don't matter.
I hear my gun toting, weed smoking. Son, I'm the one that hired you. I'm bringing you on.
Yeah.
All right, let me back it up real quick. He said, y'all act like I'm out here gun toting, weed smoking. Is he stereotyping? Because who is he talking about? And if it was a white officer, oh my God. Oh my God. This will be a whole nother story.
Are you crazy? Yes, absolutely. On your camera. I put you on. Come on, man.
You got the registration insurance on you, man?
Jesus Christmas. Oh, ate my whole
This is the stuff. This dude is, I don't even know how he got into the position he is as a councilman. The way that he's berating the police officer right now. And then the officer, I think, is being pretty level-headed regardless of the man's behavior and the threats of he's going to call whoever, Gary or whoever.
Why you acting like this, man? Turn your car.
I'm trying to go home, bro.
I got you. I
I
understand
live
that.
right there, bro. Like you actually pulled over an elected official.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. You actually pull over an elected official. What does that mean? If there's laws in place for everybody to have to follow, it doesn't matter if you're an elected official or not. You need to follow those same laws. If you're a councilman, which means you're telling the man that you're his boss, you're our boss. You're your constituents who voted you into the position that you're in's boss. And those constituents, they have to follow the law and order that's in place. And because you're a councilman or you're an elected official or whoever the hell you think that you are, that doesn't give you the right to be above the law or the laws and regulations that are around you. This guy alone, he should quit. He should resign from his position already.
Bro, you're not pulling over a random. You're not pulling over your boss. I am literally your boss. Like,
so what? You broke the law.
I can't believe it either. Don't put it for no what's the name?
So he threatening the man about, I guess, him trying to put something in, I don't know, maybe to transfer or maybe to get a promotion. Somehow he's threatening the man on blocking him about his job.
Oh my God. All right, let me look through all these.
He ain't even got his stuff in order. Look how disorganized he is, man. He ain't even got his stuff in order.
Oh my. Like, come on, man. Just cut that out. We got my out.
Man, shut up and get your stuff, man. We ain't come to see you get your license and registrations ready, man.
Here doing all kinds of.
I got you right.
And you pulled me over for an alleged.
Alleged? He said you ain't stop at the damn stop sign, man. It ain't no alleged.
Not stop at a stop sign.
For an
alleged.
I'm sitting at the stop sign.
For an alleged, Marquise. It's an alleged. Bro, it's an alleged.
How's it alleged?
Because I stopped. You see my tail lights?
You didn't stop.
You didn't stop, dumbass. Man, I can't hear much more of this, man. Basically, let me get to what he's going to do. I can't listen to much more of this.
All right, listen, man. You receive just one citation, all right? I cut your...
One citation. That's special privilege right there. They talk about white privilege. That's black privilege right there. Right there. He griped and cried and called his people on the phone. Nothing should have changed. He should have maintained getting all citations. He ran the light. I mean, everything. I would have ran that shit up on him.
Your break on a stop sign where your registration's expired since July of last year, all right? There's nothing I can do.
And he got expired registration. I've heard enough, man. I've heard enough.
Man, right? So just one citation. It's not court mandatory. But if you'd like to show up in court, plead not guilty. I circled the court number on the top right.
Anyway, y'all see what happened. Y'all see exactly what happened, man. I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat.
To not condemn Lauren Boebert's behavior only proves that you are no different than the Democrats and the left with their excuses and their long list of degeneracy. Lauren's behavior was no different than this Democratic senator at the beach shaking her ass for votes. And we are all familiar with this Democrat running for a position in the House in Virginia doing something strange for a piece of change. What's different? Before you come on here saying that I'm a rhino or I'm flipping, no, I've defended and supported Lauren many times before. I am conservative to the bone. You have to be able to accept the fact that what she did was unacceptable. She is representing her constituents and a United States Congresswoman, for crying out loud. Being at a family-friendly musical acting an ass, you'd think us being the party of law and order and family values, we would ask for accountability. You can bet your last dollar if it was a Democrat, we will be condemning her from pillar to pillar on every post on her behavior. Play the clip.
Weekend performance of Beetlejuice, where the Congresswoman was kicked out of the theater for being disruptive. The DCPA says she was vaping. Boebert's team denied that, said the haze was from fog machines in the show. That claim goes up in smoke when you see the video. The pregnant woman sitting behind Boebert told the Denver Post she asked her to stop vaping, and Boebert refused. Theater's incident report says Boebert pulled the "Don't you know who I am" card on the way out, giving theater employees the single finger salute.
Closing. What I find interesting is that she often speaks out as a voice of the people, a populist. But when confronted, the first words that come out of her mouth is, "Do you know who I am?" Isn't equal enforcement under the law one of her biggest issues? Doesn't she want everybody to be treated the same? But yet that was her first reaction. And just in case you Democrats and you wokesters get too overly excited for me condemning one of our own, she apologized. So we can move on. There's no need to continue to harp on this. Well. Misuse of public funds is obviously trending big time with certain prosecutors these days. Is it that they feel entitled and as a result, untouchable? Play the clip.
There is a verdict in the Marilyn Mosby trial.
That's right. She has been found guilty of 2 counts of perjury. We are waiting for her and her legal team to emerge from the Greenbelt courtroom, the federal courthouse there in Greenbelt, I should say. Also, we will hope to hear from prosecutors in this case as well, in terms of what they presented to the jury and why the jury did indeed believe the evidence against Marilyn Mosby.
Mosby, Fani Willis, and Alvin Bragg. Do you see any similarities? and they all pulled the race card. Boy, the Democrats are being some busybodies. What took them so long to do this? She's been paying her husband large amounts of money for quite some time now. Play the clip.
I hold myself, my campaign, and my position to the highest levels of integrity.
No, you don't.
I also believe in transparency, which is why I can confirm that the Department of Justice is reviewing my campaign spending on security services.
Just like Fani Willis.
We are fully cooperating with this investigation.
Will probably be the same type of an investigation that they did with their Democratic representative who pulled the fire alarm. There's a commonality here. It ain't no different than what Fani Willis did. She'll probably apologize, pay a fine, and then continue to go back to what she does, and that is grift. But yet everybody was so quick to expel Santos.
I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If you are an elected official, the constituents of your area, your county, your city, put you into a position of power to lead the county. I don't care who you are. If you're caught berating, being rude and disrespectful to a law enforcement officer, you deserve to be locked up and punished to the full extent, all the way to the point where you are cleaning toilets in the jail, and make a public apology for your behavior, man. This is unacceptable, man. This guy should resign completely. He needs to step down because it's obvious that through his character, which he displayed, he is not fit to be in office at all. He should resign immediately, and he should have not had any kind of special treatment. And this is what causes people to not have any kind of faith or assurance in the law or law and order, because there's obviously a two-tier justice system. As he griped and complained and rambled on for the past 5-6 minutes of why he shouldn't have been pulled over, he's an elected official, blah, 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 blah. It just shows you that this is how they think. There's an inside brotherhood, or that's them and we're us. Treat them different than us. I look over my shoulder. This is no different, man. If it was a white officer, it would have been even more off the chain, man. I truly believe that. But I want to know what your thoughts are, because there's a commonality when it comes to these Democrats. Mr. whoever this dude, Theodore Holloway, he is just one of many Democrats that I see continuing to break the law. Lori Lightfoot.
Wait, what? Man, you can't make this shit up, y'all. This chick has the nerve to say enforcement of laws will make things safer. Too bad you catch and release violent criminals. But those speeders, now that's a bridge too far. Once again, the elite. Rules for thee, but not for me. Mayors, presidents, family members of presidents, senators, representatives, and many more that are above the law. It's just us taxpayers that need to obey them. As far as her unpaid traffic tickets, you didn't know? She was on her way to getting her hair done. She's the face of Chirac and has to look her best. My question is, why is Beetlejuice more concerned with speeding tickets than homicides? Her city allows felons to remain on the streets to continue victimizing innocent people. Maybe because speeding tickets produce revenue. I mean, everybody knows speeding cameras don't make anything safer. It's just another way for the city to rake in more money. This is not about public safety, but more so about cash.
The Marilyn girl out of Baltimore, Fani Willis.
Of course she did. Appointing an unexperienced lawyer fling so that they can funnel money to themselves. Y'all know this is illegal as hell. A state prosecutor going to meet a sitting president for advice to go after his opponent in a presidential election. People need to be going to jail, all right, and it ain't no Trump. Play the clip.
In this new court filing obtained by Atlanta News First, Michael Roman and his attorneys are accusing the Fulton County DA Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade of having an inappropriate and romantic relationship, and that the two benefited from it. The suit claims Willis and Wade took lavish vacations together and that he used part of his salary from the DA's office to travel with Willis. Roman's attorney claims they discovered that the two went on trips together, quote, outside of court filings. The suit goes on to claim their relationship began before Wade was appointed to the case. They claim Willis also failed to get county approval to appoint Wade as special prosecutor in the case. Roman's attorneys are now asking the court to disqualify both of them from prosecuting the RICO case and to drop all of Roman's charges.
All of them.
Roman's attorneys wouldn't comment any further tonight, and Fani Willis's office told us they will be responding to Roman's suit through proper court.
It doesn't take much effort to see that this exercise of prosecuting Trump is being conducted and controlled by the Biden White House, which is their political opponent. It is the Democratic way. They're always spouting out their mouth, no one is above the law, but yet they are the constant ones breaking the law. Just think of all the things that haven't been uncovered.
Cori, Bush, I mean, we can go down the line of all these different Democrats, which, if you've been watching throughout this video, I've been showing you different videos of Democrats just breaking the law.
Bowman used to be a middle school principal. He knew full well what he was doing when he stooped to the level of his formal delinquent-ass students he used to discipline. But nothing would happen to him because he's black. Play the clip.
Shutdown is not the only issue on lawmakers' minds tonight. Just before the House passed the stopgap spending bill this afternoon, Democratic Congressman Bowman pulled a fire alarm inside the Capitol. The New York Democrat says it was an accident, but he's already facing backlash.
Violated the exact same law that January 6th defendants are being prosecuted for every single day.
His initial explanation that it was an accident doesn't seem to really pass muster.
This should not go without punishment.
Do something about it,
He pulled a fire alarm in a minute of hours before the government being shut down, trying to dictate that government would shut down. What's going through a person's mind like that?
It deserves to be investigated, and in normal times, this would be considered a much bigger deal. The problem now is you have people, I mean, look, people were comparing it to January 6th.
Ghetto. Typical behaviors of those liberal Democrats. I can't make this shit up. Pulling and causing a false alarm in school led to expulsion and possible criminal charges, and an adult should face far more harsher penalties. But I guess Mr. Jamal must have went to a school that was for special kids. In addition, wasn't the federal statute that prohibits obstruction or impeding of any official proceeding used liberally to prosecute J6 participants? Well, it should be applied here. Equal justice under the law.
Just breaking the damn law, man. It's a sad shame, man, but I want to know what your thoughts are on it. Put it in the comments if it's your first time on the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell. I only do mean tweet commentary. I'm a forever Trumper is what the left would call it. They didn't like Trump when he was doing mean tweets. Well, I do mean tweet commentary. That's the only thing that I do. I am anti-regressive, anti-wokester, anti-democrat, and anti-liberal. I can't stand them. I think they're a cancer and a decay to society. And we need to cut them out. Cut out the dead flesh from the body. That's what I do. I highlight their lies, I highlight their hypocrisies and their double standards. And clearly, as you see me doing right here in this video, Theodore Holloway, another Democrat out of New Jersey, thinks that he's above the law, and somehow he doesn't need to be treated like anybody else, like the constituents that voted him into that position. But you get what you pay for, folks. Like, comment, hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy, Craig Long, 45. You can't make this shit up. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, wait.